Om Amriteshware Namaha. A very, very good morning to every one of you on this beautiful Thursday morning at the seashores of the Arabian Sea. Here we are at Amrita University. An extremely warm welcome to this multi-scale brain function India-Italy Network of Excellence um, workshop that includes several partners, Amrita, IIT Madras, IIT Hyderabad, Milan, Pavia, and Modena universities. And we are extremely grateful to the Department of Science and Technology and the National Council of Research in Italy to have supported this event. So with that, I'd like to just give everyone a brief introduction of the university, Amrita University, who we are. So Amrita is a very young, one of the fastest growing universities in the country. And we have close to 9 campuses today. So the vision and the mission of the university is threefold. One is we provide education for life, which goes beyond the philosophy of education for living, which is just giving a degree and educational qualification to our graduates. But we really care about integrating education with values so that it really imparts the culture of the heart as it really produces enduring values in the graduating students. The second pillar of the university is compassion driven research, and that really helps us strategize in terms of what is the most important thing we want to be able to work on, which is really look at what are the problems that the lowest and the most vulnerable strata of the society face, and how do we really bring in science to be able to solve some of those problems. And in fact, this workshop, you could say, is one of the initiators in that regard. And third is, of course, global impact. Whatever we do in India, we know that it has a resounding large impact in the world. So these are the three pillars. Um, we have 8 physical campuses and 1 virtual campus, over 220 programs, undergraduate, graduate programs. The broad areas under the umbrella of the university are schools of management, engineering, sciences, medicine, and other interdisciplinary uh, pro- programs. So on the right side, you can see the map of India, and the dots there really represent where our physical campuses are. I think the most important achievement of the university has been its impact on the society. And in the 20 years of its existence, we have scaled to become the 52nd best university in the world in terms of the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings. And this is evaluated based on the type of sustainable development goals you have helped achieve in your neighborhood and society across. So with regard to SDG 4, which is quality education, SDG 3, which is good health and well-being, SDG 6, um, water and sanitation, and SDG 5, which is gender equality. All of these 4 pillars, we are in the top 50 as well, individually. And we are also accredited with the NAC A++ grade. And today we are the 7th best ranking institute in the country. I think I really won't go into the details of the history of the university, but just to touch on some highlights. The type of work we do touches the broad spectrum of individuals and people across not only India, but as well as the world. For example, some of the types of centers of excellence we have, and I think we have a bigger slide on this, but is say, Center of Excellence on Tribal Affairs, um, working with the armed forces, looking at genetics, working with the Tata Institute of Genetics, not only here, but also UC San Diego, and things like that. And some of the recent accolades that Amrita has achieved includes winning of the X Prize, creating a learning app for many underprivileged US citizens, having a UNESCO chair granted for experiential learning, um, looking at launching of several initiatives, such as having the world's first synthetic jawbone graft, um, and the clinical trial awarded to Amrita, again, the first in India. Also looking at how we can really transform women and women empowerment by being selected as Niti Ayog's one of the female recipients. And finally, one of the biggest efforts from the university has been at leading the Civil 20 movement working group last year as part of G20's presidency, with our Chancellor Srimata Amritandamayi Devi being the chairman of the Civil 20 working group. I think I won't really touch on many different aspects of these centers, but just to give you a highlight of the type of interdisciplinary work that really happens here. Um, we are looking at many interdisciplinary centers which have their own intellectual milieu brought about by their faculty, students, etc. And they have these collective roles in contributing to the knowledge and creative enterprise of the university. We have several firsts that we have been able to achieve in India. Um, One of the largest, most comprehensive deployment of wireless sensor networks across various different disaster affected regions in the country, from uh, Wayanad, Kerala, to all the way to the Himalayan ranges in Sikkim and other places where we've been able to monitor some of these important natural disasters, sensors placed amongst these very difficult areas to be able to protect life and to be able to warn people so that they can actually evacuate in time. We've also been very successful in really creating this movement around arm transplants. We've done Asia's first upper arm double hand transplant, and we continue to do many more of those in our hospitals. Again, another area of very important innovative interventions for the country. And we've also been able to use high-end technology such as haptics, AI, big data, etc., to be able to skill the most vulnerable amongst people in India, example, women, especially illiterate women. Again, I really won't go into every one of these. I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to interact with some of us, and you can hear many more of these, but this are just eye charts for you to be able to just read the headlines of some of the things that we do. From, again, like I said, working for the armed forces to the vulnerable society, to the strata of society kind of covers the spectrum. Very many multidisciplinary centers, but I think our goal has really been to inspire the society and the world through discovering, applying, and sharing of knowledge, which we have continuously done in these past 20 years. Um, Last but not the least, I think we have several eminent scientists in in their respective fields here at Amrita that have also contributed significantly to their various domains, from science, engineering, medicine, etc. And what I'll do is I'll just share with you perhaps the last slide, which is really, these are again our international collaborations. We do work with some of the top universities in the world. And again, these are just eye charts that you can just see. Again, very uh, important role we play in really pushing the threshold of technology innovation by creation of entrepreneurs, supporting ventures, etc. And we have very many joint centers of excellence that are important international partners, and we hope to do the same. I hope that this workshop will also lead to some important joint collaborations between the partners participating. And I think what I'm going to do is to just show our India footprint in terms of all the places that we work, even though our physical campuses are only in 8 locations, we have a very important, significant focus on India, on really getting India towards a sustainably uh, developed country. And we are working with many partners, international partners, India partners as well in this engagement. And this is kind of going to be my last slide. And here we not only do research initiatives, but actually engage our students to go out to villages of India and understand what are true problems, fundamental problems where science and technology can play a significant role in terms of addressing them. And that's all I think I have here. Some of the various other initiatives that are of India focus, including working with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation on sanitation, water sanitation, empowering women, over 300,000 women, and giving them life and enrichment education, providing healthcare um, services to over 3 million people worth around $72 million, providing clean drinking water, and of course, working with Government of India and various initiatives such as Amala Bharat and others. With that, thank you very much for these few minutes to share these highlights. I really hope good success towards this workshop and great outcomes from it. Thank you.